I've read about the car crash issue. Is that largely driven by?
Yeah, we addressed that last week at our borough council meeting, and yeah, we've had about enough with that. I've got immigrants in a duplex living on the other side of the street from me, my front main street, and there was a two-car wreck out there. One immigrant wrecked into another immigrant's car, and it was like, here's the police up here again, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. That was 3 in one day. Our speed limit is like 25 miles an hour. It's probably 15 going through our alleyways. How the heck can you wreck? I brought this up at our last meeting. I had it on the agenda. We need to, we have to with our signage because of all these automobile accidents. The federal government, state government, I don't give a crap who's it. They need to pay for all new signs for our town and in American language, in English, and then if it has to be Creole, if that's the dominant second race that's in town, then Creole, so they can understand what the hell to do when they get behind the wheel of a car.
He wants to get new signs in Creole, since that's the second dominant group. But what about the third group? What about the fourth group? You have a street full of signs in all different languages. The Americans won't even be able to find their sign. He wants the federal government to pay for it, to subsidize the migrants coming in. So I noticed something unique about all these cities, or a pattern, I guess you could say, about all these cities that are being diversified with the migrants, the Haitian migrants in particular. And here is Sylacauga, Alabama. You can see the demographics are overwhelmingly white, 64%, 31% black. Other races are pretty much inconsequential. Here are the demographics of Springfield, Ohio. 70% white. Blacks make up, whatever the rest of the percentage is. I could look that up for you. But 70% white. And here are the demographics of Charleroi, 83% white. And all of these cities, very small cities, are being invaded with migrants. And there seems to be a pattern there. And so I wanted to cover a couple of the articles, particularly the car crashes. And we're going to come back to more of this later. This is just one more series in small cities being invaded with migrants, and Haitian migrants in particular. So let me share this first article with you. Here it is here. Out of control car crash causes damage in Charleroi. And of course, a car crashed into the porch of a home. You can see that here. The Charleroi fire chief said the call came around 2:30 p.m. The distance from where the car left the road to where it ended up was about 70 feet, which means this guy traveled a good little distance without braking or come to sufficient braking. No one was home. The person's house where the car came to a stop saw it happening. He just could not believe it. There's a busy bus stop right next to there. If kids were walking on Lincoln to home, it could have been really, really bad. It's not the first time and likely won't be the last time first responders have to help at the scene of a vehicle into a structure. Wind, again, the fire department chief, said his department handles similar calls all the time, and he just does not understand why. I've never seen a town respond to so many of these calls. Our response area has more vehicles into buildings than anywhere else. I just can't figure it out. Most departments have structure fires, fire alarms, medical calls, but we have a lot of cars into buildings. Interesting. Cars into buildings, but he can't seem to figure it out as to why. That's rather interesting. Another headline here coming out of, again, Charleroi, Pennsylvania. In an already blighted community, one local business is doing everything to keep it from turning into another empty building. So there's a profile of Moke's Martial Arts off of Falwell Avenue in Charleroi. It's been open since 2018. Quote, you drive through Charleroi, you don't see much anymore. We lost the Coil Theater, we lost the stadium, and then you get to this point and you see the Moat sign. And it's just something so unique. We want to keep that sign where it is, said Brad Podrosky, an instructor at Moats. On August 4, a car crashed into the power lines outside the building, knocking out the entire electrical system inside. The driver, went to make a turn into an alley behind our school, and he struck the electrical pole, and knocked it down, which resulted in all of our electrical systems being pulled out of our building and off of the side of the building. I got a call at 3 a.m. and people started sending me pictures, and I thought it's not too bad. Then they gave me an estimate of over $20,000, and I thought, well, we're not okay. All their training has come to a halt. This man's business was essentially stopped. 60 students between the ages of 2.5 to 62, and he can't handle his business anymore because a Haitian knocked the pole down. Anyway, that's just one more example, anecdotal, I guess some would say. And then there is this, and I thought this would be kind of the coup de grace of the coming conflicts in these cities as they struggle to accommodate all these different groups. And here's a picture of the Charleroi area prom. So these are some Haitian graduates here, or Haitian prom attendees, I should say, headed to the prom. And you'll see the headline here: community helps Haitian students attend Charleroi area's prom. So the community had to help the students attend the prom. In sharp tuxedos and dazzling gowns, Charleroi area upperclassmen danced the night away at Strategos Banquet Center in North Huntington for their junior-senior prom. For 7 Haitian students, it was a dream come true, thanks to the community help to make sure they didn't miss an important part of American culture. There's a picture there. And to put the cherry on top here's an article where they're now celebrating Haitian Flag Day in Charleroi. And you'll see the article here. Charleroi held its 2nd annual celebration of Haitian Flag Day last weekend. Every year, Haitians celebrate their freedom from France on May 18th. Charleroi has seen an increase in population due to immigration from more than 40 countries, including Haiti. Getro Bernabe, who acts as the immigrant liaison for the Mon Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce, said the local Haitian population tended to travel to celebrate Flag Day. We need to do something to keep them here. That's why we did that last year. Anyway, I think this has been a good primer on another city, small city in America that is being diversified and invaded, if you want to say, by the federal government through their use of migrants as kind of a weapon on these cities. And I invite you to take a look or listen to our stream last night. We had a resident from Springfield, Ohio on the channel, and she was discussing the realities of living in Springfield, Ohio with a bunch of migrants from Haiti. I think you'll find it interesting. We have that time stamped in the video from last night, in the stream from last night. And we also probably have a short for that. Again, thank you very much. And again, this is a continuing series, and we'll take over this chat to the long form panel here, open panel, where we have discussion on articles like this. Thanks again for joining.